there's a lot of competition to earn this award, so I want Michael and Evan to both know that this is a pretty big deal for you.
Welcome, everyone, to the Driving Vision podcast brought to you by the Zeigler Auto Group. I'm your host, Sam Dark. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast, like it if you do, and leave a comment. Hey, everybody, welcome to the special edition of the Driving Vision Future of Zach Today podcast. It's exciting because Mike Van Ryan, head of training development, VP training development across the Auto Group, this is a day of recognition, Mike, right?
It is. We love recognizing top performers across the Zeigler Auto Group, and this is just one more way that we do that, Sam.
And Bob Kuehl, VP of Fixed Operations, in charge of the service operations across the Zeigler Auto Group. Bob, this is cool because we turn from variable back to fixed. Fixed in the world of automotive means everything having to do with servicing a vehicle. And Bob, we get to recognize two technicians that are up and coming today.
Yeah, this is a great thing that we started doing. Matt Snyder had the idea back in 2019. And, of course, we recognize our President's Circle of Technicians throughout the group. And then we have two rising stars every year. And we'll let Matt get into the nomination process. But this is pretty exciting. And I'm proud of both of you guys for sure, both Michael
and Bob Kuehl. Before we all jump off, you're going to make a special announcement that has to do with the date around our upcoming President's Club recognition program, where you actually get to go to the Autobahn and drive with a race car driver. So, but more on that in a moment. So, Matt Snyder, how do you qualify for this Rising Technician Award?
Well, you have to be recommended by your service manager. So I send out an email to all the service managers in the organization with certain parameters that they need to look at for recommending a rising technician. This is someone that they feel has the capacity to be an awesome technician down the road, maybe be part of that president's circle. So this is to recognize up-and-coming technicians who really have shown that their skill set's going to be one that we're going to be looking for in the future for sure.
And it's interesting because technicians across all of automotive are one of the most sought-after positions that are out there. So our two winners this year who will be recognized at our upcoming event are Michael Cisek from Mercedes-Benz Hoffman Estates, and we have Evan Cross from our store in Lowell, Michigan, the Ford store. So we have Mercedes-Benz represented, and we have Ford represented. So, Michael, first to you, what does it mean to you to be recognized within the Zeigler Auto Group in this way?
Oh, man, it's such an honor. Come to work every day, ready to work, ready to get dirty, and it really means a lot showing that recognition. Really shows that all of my training and everything that I've done to this point really means something to me.
And Evan, congratulations to you. What does it mean to you to win the recognition?
It's a great honor to win the award. It feels really good to be recognized like this. Means a whole lot from the team here, from you guys. Couldn't do it without all the help from the team here. Couldn't do it without everyone giving me their support, and truly means a lot. Thank you.
So it's great to have both of you on. It's great to be able to recognize you both. There are a lot of career paths you could take in life, right? You could become a lawyer, you could become a doctor, you could become a fireman, an attorney, you could do whatever. You could teach school. Evan, what made you decide, first to you, then to Michael, what made you decide, hey, I want to become a technician at an auto store, Ford of all?
Just kind of had to choose a path, found the thing I liked most. Liked wrenching on cars always. Got good at it. Then Matt one day came to me, offered me a job here with Zeigler.
That's awesome. What do you like most, Evan, about working on vehicles? What appeals to you most about that particular skill set?
More of the problem solving. More of you get one thing and you kind of just go across, figure out all the problems, figure out how to fix it, and then what can also fail because of that.
It is a problem solving. And you know what's interesting in our world today with all the vehicles that are being sold, all the vehicles that are on the road, vehicles are getting older by age. There's more need for technicians today than there ever have been, which Bob will come to you on that in just a moment. But Michael, what brought you into automotive? What brought you to Mercedes-Benz?
So ever since high school, I've been into kind of working on cars, friends, and just in our driveways. I didn't really realize that it was going to be more of my career path until the shop floor of this dealership, Keith Avero, came up to me, kind of helped me look at the shop, kind of take a tour, And then from then on, that's when I really interested in doing it. And I started guy schooling to kind of accelerate that process, learn as much as I can all year.
So how long have you been turning wrenches, as they say? How long have you been doing the technician role? Yeah.
This being my first actual career with automotive, I've been here 2022, June, 3 years.
So, Sam, one of the parameters to qualify for this award is you can't have been a technician for more than 2 years. So you can't be a technician at a dealership down the road for 2 years and then coming over us to start fresh. So if you look at the scope of this thing, with how many, you think about how many Loop Tech Express Techs we have across 41 stores, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And to think then that service managers all have an opportunity to recognize someone that they feel is has the potential to be an awesome technician down the road. And then these two are the ones that are selected. I just want Michael and Evan to know that this is a big deal. This is like the equivalent of All-State and beyond. So basically when this award's going out, it's no different than your high school football coach recommending you for all conference, and then you're evaluated on that from all the other coaches. So there's an evaluation process here where we look at their hours that they've turned. That's not the only thing we look at, but work ethic, how many certifications they've gotten with their manufacturers in Michigan, how many state certifications. And so there's a lot of competition to earn this award. So I want Michael and Evan to both know that this is a pretty big deal for you.
Congrats to you both, which actually leads me to my next. I was curious on the amount of time, only Michael, because you're at a Benz store. Like both Benz and Ford are super complicated vehicles. Benz super high end. What's your favorite thing that you do in the course of a day in this new role that you've proved?
Personally, I've always liked interior work. I love kind of taking intricate little parts, apart and reassembling. That's always kind of been like something I enjoy doing. But I mean, generally, I really like the vehicles. I don't really have a specific job that I love more than the others, but it's definitely really fun to work on these cars. Just as
yeah, that's cool. What's your favorite Mercedes-Benz, Michael?
Ooh, we had a SLS. Black Series that came in, did a service.
Nice.
That was fun. I like the gull wing doors. Those are always cool.
Nice. So Evan, what's your favorite Ford that you work on?
Oh, that I work on?
Or favorite Ford period? Yeah.
I don't know. The Ford GT is pretty cool, but that's the obvious choice.
You know what? In talking to both Evan and Michael, Bob and Matt, when you think about this is a cool program to recognize young and up and coming technicians. And it's an important area. Technicians are one of the toughest areas to recruit into automotive because it's not the first thing people think about. Obviously, Evan and Michael have shown proficiency. They love taking things apart. They love working on vehicles, but not everybody has that desire. And we've found a way to find those that have that desire and help them not only come on board the auto group, but learn on the job, Bob. Why are technicians in such high demand in automotive today?
Well, technicians are in such high demand because they have been neglected for 20 years. I mean, we cut out all the high school programs. We cut out all that stuff. We pushed everybody towards the computer world. And I just want to thank both of you for coming to work for us. I think you're awesome team members, and thanks for coming to us. You could have gone anywhere. We're going to do our best to make a great career for you guys and a great career path. We're going to get you all the training you need and all the training you want. And, when Sam had talked earlier about, there's a lot of different career paths you can take. One of the reasons this award is so important to me is in the late 80s, I was you guys. I was an apprentice here in Kalamazoo.
That's cool. Yeah.
And, and I worked my way through the body shop, then into the service department, and I've been fortunate enough to work my way up into management because that was my end goal. But there is a huge open road of opportunity for you guys with our group, with this trade. And it truly is a skill set that not a lot of people have. And, we're going to develop you guys as far as you want to go. And I just want to say thank you for choosing us. And we're going to have a culture that you're never going to want to leave. And you're going to have one job your whole life. And this is going to be it.
I love that. So Mike Van Ryn, as part of our culture, training, and development, he always talks about the importance of having a great mentor. And as someone new in a role, wanting to grow and develop and become great, one of the things Bob mentioned that you have as a resource are mentors around you that will help you to develop. First Michael, then Evan. Michael, who's your mentor? Like, who do you look towards when you think about achieving automotive excellence. And by the way, Bob Kuehl can't be a mentor yet. He's in charge of all of them. Who they're in your store or in your world around you, Michael?
Well, personally, in my store, I've had 2 mentors up to this point, Jeff Austin as well as Kyle Server. And both of them have kind of showed me 2 paths on working on vehicles. And I feel like that's honestly all I could ask for in terms of my training. I got to kind of see both sides of how people work. But in general, everyone in the store was kind of a mentor to me. And I learned a lot from everybody around me. So kind of taking all of those work environment around me and how to see other people would do what kind of helps me be as efficient as I can and stay on task.
That's awesome. All right, Evan, who's your mentor?
Oh, my mentor in this shop, probably the shop foreman, Dan Drown. Took me under his wing probably for like 6 to 8 months. Showed me everything he knew, or almost, and then kind of bickered back and forth, but
very cool.
Everything got done. We both learned along the way.
Wait, when you say bickered back and forth, one of the things we love to talk about is we compete at a high level to make each other better. Is that part of it, or was it something else?
No, yeah, it was mainly part of that. It was mainly how to do the thing and how to get it done slightly faster.
Last week we had a Walter Bond as a guest speaker, and he talked about the importance of not being a manager, not even being a leader, but being a coach and a mentor to our teams. And great shout outs there, both of you guys, to your mentors. And also want to give a shout out to Kevin Magnus from Lowell, right, your service manager, and then to Keith, Abel, and Bob from the Mercedes store. All 3 of those guys, I mean, mentors for you as well. So great leadership starts with mentoring.
That's awesome. All right, last couple of questions, and then we're going to go to Bob's announcement. So, automotive is turning digital. It's turning technology. AI is the buzzword today. And you both, Michael and Evan, through the course of your career, will work on vehicles possibly that are fully autonomous, not just partially autonomous. What are you doing today, or what are you seeing that evolving as we go from kind of the old less tech to more tech? Does anything excite you, Michael, about that? Or, do you see yourself as having kind of a leg up as an automotive technician, not having known anything but technology, Michael?
Yeah, I think in regards to that, things are getting more complicated as well as simpler. They're kind of hand in hand now with the technology that's out now. We have a lot more control units and a lot of other things taken care of.
Because, Michael, there will be a day where you'll sit in your bay at Mercedes-Benz Hoffman Estates, and you'll probably press a summon button. That's a Tesla term, but it could belong to Mercedes-Benz. And the car will drive itself into the bay, hoist itself up, and say, I'm ready to be worked on, right? That could happen. And you're preparing yourself today by understanding the technology and knowing how to work on it in a way that most technicians don't have to. Are you seeing some of the technology? Are you learning some of that technology piece?
Yeah, I see it every day. Vehicles that I look at as well as nearby and other people's stalls, a lot more electric vehicles coming in. And it's definitely a different kind of path you got to take with those. And diagnosing, it's not your typical vehicle that you might see driving down the road.
Evan, what are you doing to prepare for AI technology?
Pretty much just whatever the manufacturer teaches us, tells us how to program all of it. And then with all of that, makes it slightly harder, but then other things easier to fix.
Well, it is an exciting world that you both are going into in the world of technology and being a technician, and you're going to lead this organization, the Zeigler Auto Group, into the next stage of, whatever comes. We can't predict it all. Bob, do you have any big predictions as it relates to AI before you give your announcement?
I really don't. AI is becoming more and more of a part of this business as we go on. Heck, when I got involved in this business, we were still working on carburetors. So. But AI is going to have an influence, no question, not only from the vehicle aspect, but from the way we actually wait on the customer and recruit that customer and keep him in. So it's going to be interesting the way it goes for sure.
Yeah. All right. So Mike Van Ryn, we're about to have an announcement from Bob Kuehl about the date and the time of our big award celebration. Anything you want to share, Mike, before Bob shares his big announcement?
No, I just want to say a heartfelt congratulations to both Michael and Evan. And you guys hold your head high. And like Matt said, this is a big deal. And we're super proud of both of you. And we can't wait to fast forward and see where you're at in the next few years.
And Matt Snyder, thanks for creating this program, setting it up, monitoring it, and working one-on-one with both these gentlemen, Michael and Evan, and helping them progress throughout their career. Our recruiting arm is a hugely important arm here at the Zeigler Auto Group, and you play a key role into bringing new talent into the group and helping ensure our viability well down into the future. So, Bob Kuehl, you have a big announcement. Autobahn. First of all, does Evan and Michael get to go?
Absolutely, they do. The big announcement. First off, I want to say again, Evan and Michael, thank you for choosing us and doing a great job. We are proud of you and can't wait to see how you guys grow. And we are fortunate that you've chosen us to come to work for us, and we're going to make sure your career is long and fruitful. So the big announcement is we will be taking the President's Circle winners, 20 technicians, 10 advisors, and 2 rising stars to the Autobahn June 25th. At 10 a.m., we'll spend a day on the slalom course, on the go-kart track. We'll have a big lunch, and so it'll be a good time. We've done that a few times. We have a lot of fun when we're doing that, so mark that on your calendars. I'll be sending out an email today or tomorrow to the balance of the recipients that get to go with us, and looking forward to a great day.
I don't know if it'll happen this time, but the Zeigler Auto Group, we have an affiliation with NASCAR, and we have a driver, Carson Hocevar, who's Portage born and raised. In the past, we've been able to have that driver come and drive with us. I don't know, Bob, is there any word about whether Carson will be there?
Yeah, we're not there at that point yet. He may very well be if the schedule works. Now, the good thing is it's on a Wednesday. And with the way the schedule works out, Wednesday is a lot more open than it ever used to be for the drivers. So more to come on that for sure.
All right. So, Michael, Evan, who's the better driver? When you think about go-karting and we go out on the track, not only are you rising talent within the Zeigler Auto Group in the technician world, but can you drive?
I mean, I think so. I hit a few deer, though. So
Okay. So, Bob Kuehl, Bob, your one and only job is to make sure no deer come onto the track when Evan's on the track. Because the last thing we want is to have recognized these gentlemen and then had them get in an accident. That Michael, driving? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yeah, I drive.
Awesome.
Every day, so definitely another passion of mine. I like him.
I think they're both going to be surprised with this driving, so we'll see.
Awesome. Matt Snyder. All right. Hey, everybody. Again, congratulations to our winners. We're going to give Mike Van Ryn, VP of Talent Development, the last word today, but just grateful to have everybody here on board. At the Zeigler Auto Group, we compete to make each other better. This is an incredible example of doing just that. Bob Kuehl, thank you for being on. Matt Snyder, congrats to Michael, to Evan. Mike, you get the last word.
Well, thanks, Sam, for your leadership and organizing this. Appreciate everybody on the call today. And again, congratulations to Michael from Mercedes and Evan from Lowell Ford. Have a great day.
A special thanks to all who contributed to this week's podcast. Until next week, how are you driving vision today?